Hello everyone, Hound here. This is the second video in a two-part series on silver products from the Mason Mint. Alrighty everyone, let's take a look at the remaining Mason Mint silver products that I have in my stack. Hopefully the sound is okay. My normal sound recording app and system isn't working today for some reason, and I haven't been able to troubleshoot myself into a solution. So I've actually switched into a plug-in mic for my phone here, so probably won't be as good, but hopefully it's sufficient. So anyways, just quickly looking at these, I've got 3 silver rounds here, all of which I find kind of appealing. The first one here is titled The Hunter. It has an Indian on one side and it has buffaloes on the other. And what this round essentially is it is a modern version of the buffalo round that is so popular with stackers, or perhaps the buffalo nickel. The Indian on one side, the buffalo on the other. The Gainesville coin folks basically created some original artwork. It was inspired by those original buffalo designs, and they wanted to do a modern take on it, and this is the silver round they created. So on the front side, you have the Indian, but instead of a kind of a stationary bust-like side profile, they've got the full Indian here, kind of almost an action scene with him and his bow in the middle of a hunt. So you can see that there. You can see the quiver of arrows behind him, a scene of the sky above with clouds, and then in the background there are some mountains. So he is out and on the hunt, creating kind of a little bit of a feel of action as opposed to the more stationary and stoic portrait on the original buffalo round. So on the back side is the buffalo, actually 2 buffaloes. And these 2 buffaloes are on the Great Plains, and they have mountains in the background. And once again, a scene with some clouds. Up near the top, it has your standard 1 troy ounce, 999 fine silver. We'll give you a little bit of a close-up of the buffalo here. Pretty cool, nice detail on, I don't know, do they have fur? The beard and the like. You've got his friend in the background there, coming up behind him. You've got the mountains, and then 2018 as the date. So I think that's a neat idea, kind of a modern take on a very beloved coin and round design. So big thumbs up on that for me. I have actually a number of these in my stack just as generic silver. The second one to show you is a commemoration, 50th anniversary commemoration of the moon landing. And there's a lot of unique aspects that I find to be appealing in this as well. There's been a number of different rounds that have come out in honor of the Apollo 11 mission to the moon. The U.S. Mint had some stuff as well. So this one here, and I don't know if this is the obverse or the reverse, but it's kind of neat because it has President Kennedy on it. It has kind of a profile of President Kennedy. He looks like, in a way, he's kind of looking up at the sky, if you will. Just trying to adjust my light here. A lot of glare on these coins because they're kind of proof-like. And then you have a rocket ship on the launch pad there, getting ready to take off. You have the moon. Oh, this glare is just not good. All right, you have the moon up there in the sky. So that's kind of a neat touch there. And then behind the rocket ship is the face of the Earth. And then, of course, you have your inscription, 1 ounce, 999 fine silver on the bottom. So that's all very neat. Try and give you a good angle on it right there. And then on the back side, you have the moon landing, or just after the moon landing. You have the astronaut with the footprints, walking across the moon. In the background, you have the Earth coming up over the horizon. You have Apollo 11, July 20th, 1969. Very cool. And then the flag. Look at that flag. Look at that detail on that. It's pretty neat. All right. And then up front you have the saying, "One small step for a man, one giant leap for mankind." Now, you'll note that isn't quite what Neil Armstrong said. He said one small step for man, but that was apparently a flub up. He had intended or had planned to say one small step for a man, but when he delivered it, he ended up doing the abbreviated version. So anyways, they decided to put the planned statement on here as opposed to what he actually said, so that's kind of interesting. But anyways, you can see the kind of just the really shiny, beautiful, shimmering aspect to this. So yet another round I like very much. They do have a 2-ounce high relief version of this as well, and so that one's pretty cool also. And then finally, the last one I want to show you. This is kind of a follow-on series to the Patriot series I showed in the last video, and that one had 3 different rounds, each commemorating a different aspect of the same theme. So this one's going to be the same or similar idea. This one is Frontiers is the theme, and it's going to be dealing with kind of the American and I guess the colonists before that, breaking down various barriers and frontiers. The title is up here, or I guess the extended title is Exploring New Horizons on Earth and Beyond. Okay, and there are 3 figures here for each of the 3 rounds they'll be made. On the left you have a pilgrim. So the first round is going to be Pilgrims. Behind him, you can see above his hat there is the Mayflower, the ship they came over on. So that's kind of a neat touch there. And then over to the right, you have the Frontiersmen, which I guess will be symbolizing westward expansion and making their way across the continent. And behind him, this is not as easy to see, but right here behind him is a little bit of a mountain scene, the Appalachian Mountains, which was the first big boundary the colonists had to go over on their expansion west. And then the final figure is an astronaut. And then I just think this is really neat. Behind the astronaut, you have kind of a solar system scene, and you can see some planets and some stars and things of that nature. And then at the bottom, the very small inscription, the 1 troy ounce, 999 fine silver. So this will be the same on all 3 of the rounds when they come out. Only one is out so far. And then the backside, oops, dropped that. The backside is the one that is specific to the particular round. So in this case, this is the Pilgrim Design. And up at the top, it has the inscription, Pilgrims. Let's see if I can get a little better picture here. I think my camera is actually heating up a little bit, so that's causing some problems. You have 3 figures here, a female and male pilgrim. And then in the back of them is a Indian warrior from the Pico tribe. And then just to the left of him, there's a scene from an Indian village. You have the longhouses in the background up there, and then you have some Indian figures, including 2 at a fire right there. And over here, you have the Pilgrim Village with the pilgrim housing and a few of the pilgrims walking across the ground there. Just behind the housing, up near the top here, right there, you can see there are the masts of a ship. And then above that, a copy of the Holy Bible. They did come over for religious reasons, seeking religious freedom, and so that idea is captured there. And then at the bottom, it says Forging Frontier Friendships, because of course the Native Americans, at least in this case, did assist the Pilgrims, who had a very difficult time. Half of them died in the first year due to starvation and disease. Kind of helped them adjust to the land and what to grow and what to eat, and help them survive and make it through. So that's that round. 2 more coming. I'm looking forward to getting those when they come out. And that's pretty much it for the Mason Mint. Okay, to end up here, I thought it might be nice to just take a quick look at the Mason Mint catalog, just to see what things you might be interested in. They have kind of a nice little selection. So as we scroll through their silver rounds page, we can see that they do have some of the classic, as they call them, classic design rounds or generic rounds. The styles that many of the companies make that produce generic rounds, a lot of them based on old American coins that are no longer in use or being minted. They have the Patriot series, which I previewed, or I guess reviewed in my last video. And I just showed you the Frontier series, Final Frontiers. They have a Lost Cities series, which has a Atlantis silver round. It's not clear from the information whether this is a one-coin series or if this is the first of a multi-coin series. But you do have Poseidon there. There's an antique version, and of course there's kind of the regular silver version. They have a number of holiday and religious rounds. Some of those are pretty neat. Really nice nativity one here I've had my eye on. And then they have a Headless Horseman one, which is kind of fun, if you like the Legend of Sleepy Hollow story. They have a few Lunar Year silver rounds, 2014, 15, 16, and 17, and then they appeared to stop making them at that point. And then some other custom rounds. You have this Trident silver round right here on the left, which I think is really neat. And then you have the Apollo 11 moon landing round that I just showed. Here's the 2-ounce high relief version that I mentioned, which looks like it's a pretty neat round. You have a Guardian Angel, another Trident round with Thalassa. I'm not familiar with her. Is she from Greek myth or something? I don't know. The Hunter round that I just reviewed. Another Trident round that is a stackable round. And then another one of their generic silver rounds, Mason Mint Heritage round. Excellence in Minting, which is one of their slogans. A monster box of that. And then a Niagara Falls round. Silver bars, they have the standard Mason Mint bar, which I showed you, which I really like. They have a Year of the Dog one here from 2018, regular and antique. And then some poured silver bars. These Trident silver bars right here, 5-ounce and 10-ounce and 50 ounces, I think they look really neat. They are pretty darn cool. I don't know if they're available in Gainesville Coin or at another merchant anywhere, but that might be on one of my future wish lists. And then, you know, they have a small number of copper rounds available. So that's the Mason Mint. As far as I know, a good number of their products are sold at Gainesville Coin. I'm not aware of anyone else that sells them. I should close here by noting that I am not affiliated in any way or sponsored by either the Mason Mint or Gainesville Coins. As always, just sharing things that have captured my fancy in case that they might capture your fancy as well. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you once again. Please give me a comment on what you thought. Subscribe if you're not a subscriber, and maybe even go the extra mile and hit that notification bell. That would be awesome. Anyways, CoinHound here, signing out.